Welcome back. In our last video, I said we were going to join the bag handle holder. As you can see, I've already done that for one part of the bag, the main back panel. I have joined my 1/2 inch foam to the foam lining and to the leather. As you can see, I've sewn it all round, which was what I said we were going to do in my last video. And I've done this little handle holder, and I've sewn it onto the main bag holder panel. As you can see, it's quite easy to do. I told you what to do in my last video, and if you follow the instructions, you're going to have your bag look like this at this stage. That is done. What we are going to do in this video, we are going to actually put the handle. So I've done it for one part of the bag, but I'm going to explain how I did this, how I came up with this, with the second part of this bag. At the end of this video, this is what we are going to do. How to make this bag handle and then attach it to the bag. When you get the pattern, this is the pattern. This is what the pattern will look like. As you can see, on one part of the pattern, I wrote that you will cut in a fold. That means when you're cutting these bag handles, you're going to fold your material this way and then place the pattern on it and then cut it. Now, you're free to cut exactly this size for your handle. At the end of the day, this is how long it's going to be. This is how long it's going to be. This is it. But as you can see, I made mine a little longer. So it depends on you. If you want your bag to be a little longer, just make it a little longer than the pattern. If you want it to be as short as the pattern, it's still okay. As long as your hand can enter it. You don't have a very fat hand. You can enter the bag when you're carrying it. So that is it. You can make it longer, or you can make it as short as the pattern. And if you notice on this, I wrote times 6. You're going to be cutting this on your folded material 6 times. That means you're going to have this length of handle, 6 of it, because you need 3 for each handle. 3 here, 3 here. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to fold it like so, both sides, as you can see, and then fold it so, and we are going to iron. I go straight and do the ironing quickly. You're going to do this for the 6 handles that you have cut. You do it for the 6 handles because you're going to need it. I've already used 3 to do one part of the bag. So this is just an illustration to show you how to do it. Don't need to show you 6 times. Just once like this, you will get to know how to do it. Iron it quickly and be sure that you're doing it neatly, because the thing with all these kind of bags, if you don't do it neatly, after the finished product, it will show. It won't be as perfect as you want it to be. That is why we have to do all this ironing all the way and ensure that everything is done as neatly as possible. You could also pin it. If you don't want to iron, you could fold and pin and just sew. But for me, I always prefer to iron so that everything lies in place. So it's easier for me to sew. There's no shifting and all that. It's easier for me to sew. Good, I think I'm done with the ironing. I'm done with the ironing. Next thing is to sew. Sew as close to the edge as possible. As close to the edge as possible. And I'm sewing on the right side of the cloth, not on the wrong side. The right side of the cloth, and I'm sewing close to the edge as much as possible. I'm done with that. The next thing is we are going to put this. This is foam that I covered with bias. You can see the foam inside, covered with bias. So it will be easy to push it into this place so that it will look like this. I've already done this too, but this is exactly what I'm going to do. As you can notice, I want you to notice something. The foam that is covered with bias is about 6 centimeters shorter. If you fold it so, and fold the bias so, see, this to this is 6 centimeters. You see, 6 centimeters. See, it's 6 centimeters shorter. By the time we are through, you are going to know why you have this space here. It is so that it will make sewing it easier. As you can see, this is not an industrial machine. This is a normal home machine that you can use. But if you have an industrial machine, you're free to make your foam up to here because the industrial machine can take it. But for a home machine, if you have a home machine, it's better you leave this place short. You make your foam shorter. The next thing, you need a safety pin. You need a safety pin. Just put it so. I'm sure most of us should know how to do this. This is not so fantastic or difficult. We just want to put this inside here. Put it inside here. This is the most time-consuming part of this. This takes quite some time. It can take 5 to 10 minutes for you to do this. Just exercise patience and do it. Once it passes this first stage, I think it's a little bit easier. You know that sewing needs a lot of patience. If you don't have patience, you cannot sew. You have to be patient and do it. See? So after that, it's a little bit easier to do. Just be doing it little by little so that your safety pin will not come off. Little by little. You could also use a rope. They sell some of these ropes. If you go to some of these shops that sell things for making blinds, you can use a rope. It's still good, but not a very thick rope. Something around this that is equivalent to a 1/4 of an inch foam. Shouldn't be so thick. Said it will take 5 to 10 minutes to do this. Just want to do it so that you see. Looks a little bit time consuming, but we are almost done. We are almost done. It has gone in. Here we are going to be very careful now. Remember, this should be 6 centimeters. So as you put in, you shift it. As you can see, from here now, it should be around that 6 centimeters. Then we have to stop and then push and see. And make sure we get the other part end also a little bit away. You see, it's a little bit away, so we are on the right track now. We can now stop pushing to the end of this side. We can stop pushing and just push here out to remove our pin. We are done. Keep the pin and then just, you see. So we have that. That is ready. We take the other two, do the same thing. I now have 3 pieces of this. I have 3 pieces left. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to sew the 3 pieces here together. I'm going to sew it together. I'll just sew it where the foam ends. Sew it back and forth. And sew it at the edge also together, back and forth. This is it. I've sewn it together. Then we are going to plait it just like you braid your hair. Just place it on the machine to hold it down. And then take the 3 and do like you would do when you're braiding your daughter's hair, or as these people would do when you're braiding your hair, you know. So very easy. The machine is holding it down. Do that as tight as possible. When you reach the end where the foam stops, you now bring the 3 parts together. You bring it together and also sew it down as you did it here. Sew it down where the foam ends. Sew it down here. Sew it down at the edge also. This one, I have to sew it again. One jumped out. We are done with that. Now we fix it to the handle, and this is how we do that. Here to here, pin it, and here to here. And pin it down. So we're going to run our stitch here back and forth, run our stitch here back and forth, and our bag handle for the 2 sides of the bag will be ready, so that we can go on to the next thing for our wonderful all-purpose ankara bag. Ensure that everything is in place, and then we sew. This can be a little dicey, just be careful so that your needle will not cut. Yeah. So that will be all for this part of the video. We have put our handle, and in my next video we are going to be working on the first and second panel of the bag. We are going to be doing this. Let me show you from the other pattern. We are going to be doing this and this in my next video. So stay tuned and see how we are going to come up with these flaps, first and second main panel of the bag flaps. Thank you for watching as you make your beautiful bag.